I think it's pretty clear by now that the OnePlus Nord is a pretty excellent value offering under 30,000 rupees. We've done a whole bunch of videos around this, so if you haven't seen them already, be sure to check out the links in the description below. Today we'll be doing a speed test between the OnePlus Nord and the OnePlus 8 to see if OnePlus's lesser expensive phone can keep up with its flagship offering. Hi, I'm Royden and you're watching Gadgets 360. Now before we begin, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and also hit that bell icon so you're the first to know whenever we push out a new video. Now in terms of processing power, there's no doubt that the OnePlus 8 is more powerful than the OnePlus Nord because it simply has a much faster SoC. However, since OnePlus is focusing more on the user experience with the Nord and promises a similar experience as its flagships, we thought it would be interesting to see how the Nord compares to the OnePlus 8 with regular use when you're using different types of apps. Now we have 12GB RAM variants of both the OnePlus Nord and the OnePlus 8 and both use the same LPDDR4X RAM, so that's even over there. However, for storage, the Nord uses UFS 2.1 type flash storage, while the OnePlus 8 uses the faster UFS 3.0 type flash storage. Now if we look at Android Bench, the difference in the read-write speeds are very apparent. Now in theory, the OnePlus 8 should be able to read and write data a lot quicker, which should translate into faster app loading times. Now before we began the test, both phones were freshly booted, connected to the same Wi-Fi network and with no apps running in the background. We selected a popular assortment of apps and games to load. Now once the app was loaded completely, we moved on to the next one in the series. So with the timer set on each phone, let's begin. We begin with the Google Play Store and already the OnePlus 8 is a beat faster than the OnePlus Nord. Now in Google Maps, the OnePlus 8 is quicker at loading the app and also locating my exact position. Now as we push through the other apps, the OnePlus 8 is now consistently a few seconds ahead of the OnePlus Nord. With Asphalt 9 Legends, the OnePlus 8 got to the main loading screen first, but interestingly, the Nord loaded the game a tiny bit quicker than the 8. Now moving on to PUBG Mobile, the OnePlus 8 is in the lead here, and it keeps the lead till we get to the home screen of the game. The OnePlus 8 also blazes through Rayman Legends and we are already off to the next app while the OnePlus Nord is still finishing loading the game. The OnePlus 8 widens the gap even further now as we run through some of the smaller apps. Finally, the OnePlus 8 finishes its run at 2 minutes and 23 seconds while we wait for the Nord to finish loading the last set of apps. Now I did the speed test a bunch of times and with each run the completion time did vary slightly, but one thing that was constant was that the OnePlus 8 was always quicker than the OnePlus Nord by an average of about 15 seconds, which is good. However, this outcome is not exactly surprising, but what's really interesting to see is that the OnePlus Nord is just a few beats behind the OnePlus 8, which is actually a very good thing considering the price difference of nearly 17,000 rupees between these two phones. So that's it from me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, for everything tech, log on to gadgets360.com.